Bluey and his friends were playing in the park when they saw Bluey's dad walking toward them with a grin on his face. They knew what that meant. Bandit had a riddle for them to solve.
What is so light that even the strongest man cannot hold it for more than a minute?
Bluey scratched his head while Indy looked up at the sky for inspiration. Chloe pursed her lips and Honey diggled, already thinking of her answer.
I know.
Waving his hand in the air.
What is it?
Bandit asked, smiling at his.
A feather?
Honey exclaimed, proud of his answer. Everyone burst out laughing and Bandit shook his head.
That's a good one, Honey, but that's not the answer.
Bluey thought hard and finally raised his hand.
A balloon filled with helium. You can't hold it, it just slips right through your fingers like jelly.
Bluey exclaimed with a giggle.
And if the strongest man tries to grab it, it just squishes out of his hands like a slippery fish.
Indy, who had been quiet all this time, suddenly piped up.
I know the answer. It's a ticklish tummy.
Everyone stared at Indy in confusion, wondering where that came from. But before they could ask, Indy continued.
You see, if someone tickles you, you can't hold it for more than a minute. It's too light, too ticklish.
The group burst out laughing once more, and Bandit had to agree that Indy's answer was definitely the silliest of them all. But finally, Bandit revealed the real answer.
It's your breath, kids. You can hold your breath for a short time, but eventually you have to let it out.
The friends giggled and shook their heads, knowing that Bandit always had a tricky riddle up his sleeve.